as we can see from the sign on the front of the Children's Health Centre, it was closed this afternoon for a deep clean and decontamination, and the government has confirmed this evening that that process has now been completed. The facility is expected to reopen tomorrow as normal. Because of the pandemic, the Children's Health Centre has been used for emergency outpatients, for GP clinics and also for children's immunisation, so those will continue. The government says there are 6 confirmed cases and 1 suspected case among GHA staff arising from the contamination here at the health centre. 5 of them were sent home and 1 was admitted to the COVID ward at the nearby St Bernard's Hospital today. All of them have been working or had been working from this facility in recent weeks and also in the previous 48 hours prior to the onset of symptoms. So importantly, in the government's view, this suggests that there's likely to have been sustained transmission of the virus for a period of several weeks, during which clinics have been ongoing. So to be clear, they think that the virus may have been spreading here for a number of weeks and there is a chance that others using this clinic may have become infected. We'll get to the government's advice for anyone who falls into that category in just a moment, but just to reassure the public that perhaps not large volumes have been moving through those doors. Most of the dentists have been doing telephone consultations in recent weeks and attended to emergency cases only, according to the government. Their clinics have now been deep cleaned after every use, and they had been deep cleaned after every use and they've now been fully decontaminated. Dentists have also been wearing full personal protective equipment. The government has deemed that most of those who were set to work at the Children's Health Centre for the next week or so would not necessarily be providing an essential service, so they have been asked to self-isolate in order to control the outbreak. The government says a total of 18 have been swabbed and that these will be tested in-house. A risk assessment was also carried out today and they identified that the staff kitchen was the common area most used, so that's suspected to have been part of the problem. The advice to members of the public, including anyone who attended the children's medical or dental clinics, is the same advice given out to the general public. If you feel any symptoms associated with COVID-19, such as a dry cough or a fever, then you need to call 111 and they'll give you some medical advice. The Children's Health Centre is expected to open again tomorrow, having been fully decontaminated.